Hello students, in this video, let us understand what is limiting reagent or limiting reactant. Whenever you consider a balanced chemical equation, then in that one of the reactant is present in a larger amount and the other reactant is present in a less amount. It does not mean or it does not depend upon the number of moles which are involved within that reaction. But however, you can say the reactant, one of the reactant has a tendency to react completely in the reaction. Okay, and that particular reactant is called the limiting reactant, right? And the reactant which remains unreacted, that means it is not completely consumed within the reaction, that is called as an excess reactant. Is it okay? To make it more clear to you, let us take a particular example. See the question on your screen. 50 kg of N2 gas and 10 kg of H2 gas are mixed to produce ammonia. You have to calculate the ammonia gas which is formed, and you also need to identify the limiting reagent in the production process of this ammonia. Okay, so let us find out the solution for such question so that the clarity of limiting reagent concept becomes more clear to you. Now such type of problem can be worked out in three-step process. Okay, so let us consider how you are going to do it. First of all, you will be writing the balanced chemical equation for the reaction. So the balanced chemical equation will be as shown, N2 plus 3 moles of H2 giving 2 moles of NH3. Now step 1 is you have to convert the given amount into moles. Okay, so given amount is N2 is 50 kg, H2 is 10 kg, and you need to find out NH3. Okay, so the volume or the amount of NH3 needs to be found out by you. So how you're going to convert into moles? Moles is mass upon molar mass. So you have to do it for each and every reactant within that reaction. So there are two reactants here. One is N2 and the other is H2. So number of moles of N2 is equal to mass of N2 divided by molar mass of N2. Right? So that becomes 50,000 gram divided by 28 gram per mole. Right? Moles of N2. How you are going to find out the molar mass of N2? N2, each nitrogen has 14, right? So 14 plus 14 makes 28. So the molar mass for N2 becomes 28 gram per mole. And in case of H2, again 10 kg is specified. You will be converting it into grams. So it will be 10,000 gram divided by your molar mass of H2. So molar mass of H2 is 2.016 gram per mole, for being very particular about H2. Okay. Now the value comes here is 1785.7 mole in case of number of moles of N2, and how many number of moles of H2 are formed within the reaction? 4960.3 mole. Okay. Now let us see what is the second step. The next step, we will identify the limiting reagent. So again, specify the balanced equation N2 plus 3H2 giving 2NH3, right? The number of moles which we got earlier, for N2 we had this 1785.7 moles and for H2 we got 4960.3 moles, okay? Now what you are going to do, now this is a very important step for finding out the limiting reagent of the reactant specified in the reaction. What you are going to consider, you will take each reactant one by one, right? And you will calculate the amount of product with respect to that particular reactant which you are taking, right? So let us take N2 and H2. So 1 mole of N2 needs or reacts with 3 moles of H2 according to the balanced equation. That means I can say 1785.7 moles which I have earlier got, that interacts with how many moles of H2? That interacts with 3 into 1785.7 moles. That makes a total of 5355.9 moles. Okay, so what is this particular number of moles I am getting? With reference to N2, I got this moles, the number of moles of H2 which I need to have within the reaction. Okay, then consider the other case, the reverse case. So now I'll consider 3 moles of H2 reacts with 1 mole of N2. Okay, so how many moles of H2 will react with N2? So if I have 4960.3 moles of H2, so they are going to interact with 1 upon 3 into 4960.3 moles. That becomes 1653.4 moles of N2. Okay. Now what you're going to do next is you'll make a comparison between both of them, right? How many moles of H2 you have here? You got 5355.9 moles, and earlier as per the balanced reaction, how many moles of H2 you have? 4960.3 moles. Okay, so that means the number of moles which are specified or which are calculated as per the reaction is less than that of the other case which you worked out, right? That means here H2 is a reactant which is completely consumed within the reaction. Yes or no? Since the number of moles here are less, so it is completely consumed in the reaction. That means what is H2 now? H2 is the limiting reagent for the reaction. Also check the other case. In the other case, what you got? How many moles of N2? 1653.4 moles, right? But actually, how many moles are present within the reaction? 1785.7 moles. That means N2 is present in excess. Yes or no? Since it is present in excess, that means it is not completely reacted within the reaction. So what is N2 in this particular reaction? It is acting as an excess reagent. Is it clear? Now one more part we are left with in that particular numerical, that is you need to calculate the amount of NH3. Now the third step is to calculate the amount of the product which is formed. Okay. Now in such case, you need to remember the amount of product formed depends upon the limiting reagent. So which is the limiting reagent we found out? That is H2. So you are going to consider again the balanced equation, and as per the balanced chemical equation, 3 moles of H2 interact with or forms 2 moles of ammonia. Is it right? That means I can say 4960.3 moles of H2 will form how many moles of ammonia? 2 upon 3 into 4960.3 moles. Okay, so I am getting here 3306.9 moles. Is it right? Now what you're going to do next is we want to find out the exact mass of the ammonia which is formed. So again you'll apply the formula, number of moles is equal to mass upon molar mass. Mass you want to find out, molar mass is 17 gram per mole. How 17? Ammonia I am saying. Ammonia, that means in case of ammonia, nitrogen 14 plus 3 hydrogens. So 14 plus 3 makes 17. So it becomes 17 gram per mole molecular mass of ammonia, right? Number of moles will fill up in this particular space. You'll find out the mass of it, right? So what is the mass you can get here? That is 56.217 kg. Is it clear? Is it simple? So you can understand the concept of this limiting reagent very clearly, I hope, with the help of this video. You can again go through the video completely to make your concepts more clear. Thank you for watching.